Hey guys, midweek here. The table is done. There's a few things that I would like to go and finish on it, and make it a little uh, nicer, I guess you could say. But as my wife reminded me, we didn't build it for it to be perfect, we built it with purpose. And maybe that's something that could preach right there. But um, I'm looking forward so much to seeing lives changed and seeing lives shaped here at this table. We did build it with a whole lot of purpose. It has a lot of meaning. There have been a few sacrifices during this time, and we have literally put blood, sweat, and tears into this table. And so I wanted to kind of continue on with the idea of what goes on at a table. And I'm just kind of sitting here. I've read through Jesus's time with his disciples, and before he was crucified, he spent some very intimate time with his disciples at a table, and so that's kind of where my mind is right now, and what I'm thinking about. But I just wanted to encourage you with that, throw some questions at you today, and just kind of leave you with a charge to go be about the gospel. So we know that in Matthew, toward the end of Matthew, there we see that Jesus spent this time with his disciples. He was, they met in a very intimate place, and they met at the table, and Jesus invested in them at a table, and that was really the last time that they had to spend together before they would face the battles and face the war that they were about to engage in. I think that today, we still have such an opportunity to prepare for battle and prepare for war right here at a setting like this, right there at our tables. Look, it doesn't matter what your table looks like. What goes on there is so much more important. And so, with that, I have some questions and some points and some things, but I just want to leave you in a powerful manner, and I'll get to that just here in a minute. But some things that we need to realize is that this social distancing, this pandemic, it's not going to last forever. There's going to be a day when we can have multiple people over at our house once again. That day will come. And so, we need to start thinking about and preparing for who do we want around our table, who do we want to be praying for that God would ask, or that we would ask of God, allow us to invest in their life. Go, Lord, how can I invest in their life? And who is it, Lord, that you want me investing in? So the questions I want to leave you with today in this midweek challenge are, who are you thinking about inviting to your table? Who is it that you're going to put around your table to ask them real life questions, to feed them physically and feed them spiritually? Who is it that you're inviting to your table? What are you doing for the kingdom right now? Look, just because our church doors are closed at our building, that does not mean that the church is not still fully functioning. We have very much been active and functioning in the ministry of people's lives. So as a church, we are doing something to reach into the community, and maybe not in the ways that are typical, maybe not in the ways that we're all used to, but we have found some unique ways to reach into people's lives. And so what are you doing for the kingdom right now? Next question I have for you, and the last question for the day: how are you worshiping Creator God currently? What are you doing that is worship? What are you doing in your worship? I don't need to know these answers. They're not for me to know, but they are questions that will bring about some challenges and questions that hopefully will challenge you to grow in your walk with Jesus. And the last thing I want to leave you with today is God has placed a call on your life. He did not put you in his kingdom so that you could sit on your blessed assurance the rest of your days. I heard a good word the other day, and it made me chuckle, but I see so much value in this, that the church is not a rest home for the saints. It's not a rest home for the saints. And so many of us have bought into this theology that once we are saved, we get to be a part of a church and we do all the things that we're supposed to in the church, and we kind of obey all the rules and do all the things that we're supposed to do, and that we can just kind of rest and just coast the rest of life. Listen, whenever you said yes to Jesus, on that day that you experienced salvation, you signed up for the greatest adventure that you will ever experience in this life. And you signed up for something that will engage you and invest in eternity. You signed up to surrender daily to Jesus. You signed up to deny yourself daily. You signed up to pick up your cross and carry it daily. So, know that God has placed a call on your life. And the last thing today that I want to leave you with is get a battle plan together and pursue it.